Hi. What is the purpose of logical reasoning? Now, especially for the NMAT. So the logical reasoning takes the ability to get information, analyze information, and make conclusion. If I ask you now, what is 5 times 48 divided by 2 times 24? The answer is 5, obviously. And that is what the next question we are going to solve. But assuming is what it is asked, that would have been much easier. But it's not what is asked. It goes beyond that. You need to analyze the information before getting to this conclusion. Let's go.
Hello. So here is the official prep practice. You see that this is official prep practice. Our first job is to decode the pattern. So what is the pattern? When you see a question like this, so first of all, you think of the pattern A and D. If you see A and D, so you can maybe start thinking that A is the first letter, so A is 1 and D is 4 and N is 14. If you add them together, that's 1 plus 14 plus 1 plus 14 plus 4, that is 19. 19 times 3, that is 38. So how about ADN? If you look at ADN, you will notice that ADN is A and D, but now arranged in alphabetical order. That is the this from the so how alphabetical order is just how they are arranged in the alphabet, and the alphabet here refers to the English alphabet from A to Z, as A to Z. How we can get from this step 1, the input, step 1, step 2 to step 3 is very challenging here. The first thing I did personally was imagine 3 squared is 27. Wow. 3 cube is 27. 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. Then I also imagine that 8 squared is 64 minus this 3, that will give me 61. What I did, I quickly tried this for SAP for this line. But 7 squared is 7 squared. 7 times 7 times 7. 7 times 7 times 7 at least end with a number with 3. So it's not this. That means that pattern is not working. After some thinking, after some trying different patterns, I come with this one. So I came up with this pattern. So again, focusing on ADN. Since n is 14, I said, what is the cube of 14? 14 times 14 times 14. That is 14 raised to the power. So this is the pattern that works for me. ADN. This one is 14 to the power 3. This one is, because it's 4, is 4 squared. This one, because it's 1, is 1 to the power 1. And this gave me 2744 plus 16 plus 1. If you add them together, it will give you 2761. So I quickly try that. I use another one. Let's say AEET. So T is 20. AET 20 squared. 20 squared is 8000. E is 5. 5 squared is 25, and 1 squared, that is 8000 plus 25 plus 1, that is 26. Wow, I found the pattern. So now that I have found the pattern, I can go and attempt the questions. Here is the question. The first question here I said, what will be the third element of the third step for the new input? What will be the third element of the third step for the new input? And here it is ants. So it is ants. So now I start for the ants. So this is ant. So the elements in question is ant. A and T. T is 20. 20 to the power 3. That is 20 times 20 times 20 is 8000. N is 14. 14 squared is 196. You can confirm that 14 squared is 196. Then plus 1. If you add them all of them together, it will give you 8197. So we have found the pattern now and we have solved the question. Not a question, but you have to try, do something, and check whether so the pattern is valid for other columns. Okay, you try another thing. Remember that time is of the essence. But after some time, I believe you'll be able to get the correct one. So thank you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Alright.
Hi. What is the purpose of logical reasoning? Now, especially for the NMAT. So the logical reasoning takes the ability to get information, analyze information, and make conclusion. If I ask you now, what is 5 times 48 divided by 2 times 24? The answer is 5, obviously. And that is what the next question we are going to solve. But assuming is what it is asked, that would have been much easier, but it's not what is asked. It goes beyond that. You need to analyze the information before getting to this conclusion. Let's go.